Hey, I'm Scott, and I'm an American in Bangkok. And today it was announced there would be some more changes to the entry requirements for foreigners coming into Thailand. Surprise, surprise. The first of all, the curfew that was originally 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock, then changed to 10 o'clock at night to 4 a.m., is now 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. beginning October 16th, ending October 31st. The certificate of entry is supposedly going to disappear. That's right, disappear. However, in its place will be the Thailand Pass, which is an online method of entering information. I don't know if it's going to be much easier. Supposedly it will be. However, there's one thing that I haven't heard many people talking about, and that is the issue of internet security, as Thailand has had numerous problems with their government websites. Lots of insecure websites, lots of issues. But that's neither here nor there at the moment. Let's hope that all is well with that. Supposedly, more details will follow shortly in the coming days, because November 1st is when people from 10 countries will be allowed into Thailand with no quarantine. Now, only 5 countries have been announced so far. That's the US, UK, Singapore, Germany, and China, which no one from China is traveling right now. I don't know how many British are traveling right now. I can't imagine all that many when it's very simple just to go somewhere in Europe. And with no drinking available here, the alcohol is still prohibited. I'm not sure just how many people are going to want to come. This is supposedly the ease of traveling policy. Thailand was at one point considered the most difficult country to enter, and now it is a fair bit easier. However, you're still going to need $100,000 of COVID insurance, or insurance that will cover you for COVID, medical insurance. And you're still going to need a PCR test before you leave, and also once you arrived. And once you arrive, depending on the time that you arrive, you are going to need to spend 1 to 2 nights in the ASQ hotel, so that you can wait for your results. And if you are positive, then guess what? You're stuck. You're going to be quarantined. If you are negative, you'll be able to go and do your business just like anybody else here in Thailand, which the requirements for getting into most places is basically you just have to be quarantined. Most provinces, you just need to be quarantined. Now, as I said earlier, alcohol is still prohibited. It's prohibited in restaurants and bars and pubs and nightclubs. You can get booze in convenience stores and mom and pop shops and inside grocery stores. However, the bars and pubs and entertainment venues remain closed for the time being. They may open before November 1st. Then again, they may not. I don't know how they're going to open these places up if they don't start allowing people to drink alcohol. I'm not sure what's up with that, but that in itself is something that will keep people from wanting to come here. And the main thing is that you still have to do the insurance, and you still have to do the 2 PCR tests. In addition to this Thailand Pass, which the information may come out in the next few days. I would think it is, if this is going to happen November 1st. Everything's going to take place by November 1st. You're going to be allowed in November 1st. So you're going to have to know what's required. And uh, let me just take a guess. I'm going to say in the next day or two, the details will come out about this, but I'm not real confident. I don't have, call me pessimistic, but I don't have the most faith in the way the Thai government handles these matters. It's going to take a while. And I've already had someone ask me whether or not I thought it was going to be a better time to come once uh, these uh, these changes are implemented. And in my opinion, no, it's still not a good time. Uh, Not only because you have to take the PCR test, not only because you have to have the insurance, not only because you can't drink, although, there are places where maybe you can get a little drinky drink, a little sippy sip, but not only because of those things, but also you got this Thailand Pass, and then it's the whole kit and caboodle. It's you go out, you gotta wear a mask. You're walking around on the beach, you gotta wear a mask. Technically, you're supposed to wear a mask. You go into a park, you're supposed to wear a mask. You're walking around on the street, you go for a walk down the street. Maybe you want to go a couple of blocks down to a coffee shop or what have you. And guess what? You gotta wear the mask. Now, that may not seem like such a big deal. And really, it isn't. However, coupled with everything else, you start to see that it is still a bit of a hassle. And when it's 75 or 85 or even 95% humidity, and now it's the rainy season, there's a lot of rain. I just don't know that they're going to attract all that many people. I think they need to wake up and wake up fast. Surely they have to know that the way they're doing things, while they may think that safety takes precedence, they're not really helping the people in hotels uh, who need guests, and they're not really helping the tourist because this is still somewhat confusing. And I dare say it's going to take a bit of time before the embassies and the consulates find out this information and they get things squared away. And you're going to have people wondering, should I buy my ticket? Is it okay to buy a ticket? And they're worried about it. And the other day it was announced that there would be 10 countries allowed. Uh, Anutin today, or maybe it was last night, came out and said he wants 27 countries allowed in. And none of these things have been finalized. Uh, so until the specifics come out, this is a recurring theme. The details don't come out, and the devil is in the details. And for now, I would just say, bide your time. Let the people who are desperate to get back here come in, see what occurs, and then take a step and come in. I mean, we're almost to December now. We're almost to Christmas for people who practice Christmas. Then you got the New Year. I just don't know that they're going to be able to have any substantial number of tourists until at least after the new year begins, uh, say January 5th and afterwards. But I'm going to say it's going to take even longer than that. I mean, call me a pessimist, call me jaded, call me what you will. Doesn't really matter to me. I just think it's too much of a pain in the neck for most people. Why do you got to come to China? What is the urgency to come back here? For most people, they don't have that urgency. They can come when they want to come. They can set it up. They can wait and see. And therefore, I think that all of this is just a bunch of smoke and mirrors being thrown at the tourists again, being thrown at people, being thrown before the Thai people who need tourism. And yeah, That's my take on it. So until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Until next time, choke di leo jerken mai. That's good luck and see you later.